What is up, everyone? This is, I don't know what episode of How to Wholesale. Today, guys, we're just going to be underwriting. I am going to underwrite live for 1 hour, and I'm just going to walk you through how you underwrite houses, how you underwrite land, how you underwrite small multifamily. We're not just going to do this in one state. We're going to do this all over the nation. I have a handful of deals. You guys have got under contract. Literally, you guys have got under contract. I'm just going to go through them, and we're going to determine what is the ARV. What is the repairs? What is our maximum allowable offer? And what is our low ball offer? Those are the 4 things we're going to want to focus on today. And we're also going to look at as is value. All right. So there are your 5. I really want you guys to learn how to find those 5 numbers. We're going to be using Zillow and some other softwares to do it. You can do this entirely for free. I'm going to show you how step by step. This may not be the world's most fun video. You may not get Max calling sellers, getting cussed out at. You may not see anything crazy, but we're going to look at some ugly homes. We're going to look at some land, and we're going to do numbers today. All right. This is where you guys really, really, really need to practice. So that's what we're going to do today. So with all that being said, let's stop wasting time. Let's jump into it. So you guys have sent a lot of deals. I mean, a lot to maxdispo.com. And I will admit, I'm a little bit behind. These are deals that you guys have got under contract you sent to me to sell. Now, I need to go through all of these deals and see if they're good or bad. So, how many do we have to go through right now? We have like 65. And we're not going to go through all 65 today, but we're going to try our best, all right? So, let's start with what's probably a bad deal, a good deal, a really good deal. We'll start working in that sequence. All right. So I'm going to choose one at random. You know what? Now, you guys want to vote? Let's do a little vote first. Who wants to look at one in Beaumont, Texas? Who wants to look at one in Whitney, Texas? And who wants to look at one in Austin, Texas? We got the 3 Texases up first. Who likes Beaumont? Who likes Whitney? Who likes Austin? Beaumont going once. Austin. Whitney. Put something in the chat, someone. No, David, I'm not looking at your deal right now. I'll look at it at the end. All right, someone said Whitney. All right, let's start with Whitney. I'll look at your guys' deals. Guys, after this live stream, I'll try to hop into the Wholesalers Academy, and I'll look at your guys' deal, all right? So if you guys aren't in Wholesalers Academy, join in here. We're going to do an after-hours private session. I'll look at some of your guys' deals before I pass out and fall asleep at my desk. All right, let's do it. So first, we got this house in Whitney, Texas that Travis sent, and let's look at it. So Travis thinks that the ARV, this is what Travis thinks. Travis thinks the ARV is 145 and he thinks the repairs is 15. All right. So the first thing I'm going to do, guys, is I'm going to grab the address and I'm going to just throw it into Zillow. That's it. That's all we do. We just throw the property into Zillow. Just getting an idea of where this property is, trying to look for a few key details. If you guys know those if you guys know those details, it's called shit screening. Yep, that's the actual word. We are shit screening the property. There are 4 steps that you want to look at before you can comp the property. You can find it inside the academy. So we're just looking at a few key things. The one problem with this property is it seems like it's in the middle of nowhere. All right. I don't like the location of this. So we're going to start slow. You guys know how this works. We typically start slow, then I'm going to speed up. This deal's in the middle of nowhere. It's outside of Hillsboro. It's sort of in the middle of nowhere. It's not in a great market. So right off the bat, I don't like this deal. Don't really like it. Throw it into a website called GeoFlipper, and you can see it's sort of outside of a main area. Yeah, that's in the middle of nowhere. That's in the middle of freaking nowhere. So this deal's already looking pretty bad. Already looks pretty bad. And let's see what he got it for. He got it for $44,000. All right. So if his numbers are correct, it's a great deal. 145, 15K repairs, got it for $44,000. Max, how do you know that's a good deal? Well, I just know that's a good deal. But there's this rule, guys. It's called the rule of 100. I made a full video on it. All right, we're starting slow, then we're moving faster, I promise. So we're just going to go lightning speed, so you guys are going to have to keep up. We want to find properties for typically $100,000 less than the ARV is what a buyer would pay. So we want to try to get $110,000, $120,000 off. This one meets the rule. I like everything about it. The problem is it's in the middle of freaking nowhere. So pictures of this property. What I don't believe is our repairs actually $15,000. Let's see. Let's see if repairs are $15,000. All right. So guys, let's remember the house is 1,000 square feet. I don't think it's a one bed. I think the data is wrong. It's 1,000 square feet. Let's see if repairs are actually 15,000. What do you guys think? Well, that electrical panel looks pretty old. That's 5K right there. That roof looks pretty bad. That's 10K right there. All right. This thing, if this is the furthest thing from 15K repairs, this thing is 40, 50K. Guys, this is not 15K repairs. No. Look at those floors. They're all buckling. All these floors need to go. This entire thing is disgusting. So no. So Travis, this is not $15,000 in repairs. How do we know? Oh God. Okay. So how do we know? So what we can do is we can look at our repair estimator, and we can see that this house is under 1,500 square feet, and I would consider this at least a Shiver Me Timbers, maybe an abandoned ship. This is not a very nice house. Can we agree? So minimum 35,000 up to 50,000, and that's before we add majors. So we need to put an HVAC unit in the property. Okay, it needs central heat and air. Max, how do you know? Well, you see these things are called window bangers, window units. If you guys see, hold on. Well, one, if you look at the house, you see the vents in there? Well, that means there is probably central air and heat. So it's like, well, Max, why do we need one? Well, they have window units in here, which is telling me that they're probably not sufficient. They're probably broken. Where did that? There, that was a window banger. So I bet you need a new HVAC system. So there's 10K. You probably need a new roof. That's 20K. The foundation looks a little bad. I mean, you're looking at least 20K in majors, minimum, probably 20 to 30K. Plus, this house is cooked. So it could be a 60K repair. This thing's bad. This thing's bad. But I would say a 50K would do it. Okay. I don't like this deal. It's in a bad market. There's nothing about it speaking to me, right? Can I comp your deal? All right, guys, I'll comp your guys' deal after this. Right now, I got to go through my deals, okay? You guys have sent deals to Max this, well, I got to go through these. But does this make sense? You guys following? That sounds more accurate, right? Yeah, for sure. Repairs are low. Everything about this deal I'm not liking, okay? It's screaming to me, Max, it's bad. It's in a bad market. The repair estimates seem off. He got it for a decent price, but let's see what the notes from my team said. I think they may have looked at the wrong deal. I don't know what these notes are. Hold on. Let me so I'm going to screenshot the notes that don't make sense just so I have them saved for my team. Okay, cool. Thank you. So let's comp this deal now together, guys. So what we're going to do is we're going to actually now find the ARV. Okay, but the problem is this property is in Texas, and Texas is a non-disclosure state. So there's a few non-disclosure states. So if one of your properties, guys, is in one of these states, is in either Alaska, Louisiana, Montana, Texas, Idaho, Mississippi, New Mexico, Utah, Kansas, Missouri, North Dakota, Wyoming, you cannot use Zillow to comp. Your best bets is to probably use a software like XLeads. That's Zach Yin's software. It's pretty damn good in non-disclosure states. It's not perfect. It's pretty damn good. I haven't had a lot of success with like Batch Leads or Deal Machine. So much XLeads has personally been better for me, but I really like a software called Propelio, especially in Texas. Texas. When you think Texas, you think Propelio, all right? Again, we literally have all of this coming out in the new course, okay? So where is it? There, no, that's not it. That's a whole nother one. I have so many comping rules I need you guys to learn, but yeah, the non-disclosure states, I teach you all of that. So here, let me show you what happens. When we actually look it up, these softwares have direct MLS tie-ins. So it's same thing data that realtors get. If not, if you look up a property, you're going to see that if we look at sold properties, we get these three little dots. They don't tell you the price they sold for. That's why it's a non-disclosure state. They're not disclosing the price the property sold for. However, we can sort of cheat it a little bit by finding a software like this. Okay. And then we can click around and try to find the right comp. What are we looking for? Well, we're looking for these 10 rules. These are the 10 things that we're trying to match. These 10 comp mandments, right? Those are the 10 things that you're trying to match. All right. So again, I don't really like this deal per se, but we can, because I mean, it just at the end of the day, guys, it's in a shitty market. So that's the most important factor. If it's in a bad market, it's a bad deal, straight up. Unless you're doing something called a novation, which is a different strategy. But it's going to be hard to find comps because the market sucks. So there's not that many properties getting bought and getting sold. Here's a pretty good one. This one sold for 153. This is pretty accurate to our house. So if you guys look at our subject property, I don't believe it was a 1-bathroom. I don't understand what's wrong with this data. It's just our house was 1,000 square feet. Just remember that. This one's 1,000 square feet as well. And this is really pretty nice. I would consider this for that area to be pretty much fully fixed up. Like, this is a nice house for that given area. Every area is going to have a different qualifier for nice. If this house was in LA, it'd probably be an ugly house, right? But for bum F nowhere, Whitney, Texas, this is considered a really nice house. That one sold for 150. So do I think its ARV is off? Not really. No, I actually think he did a pretty good job with his ARV. I'll give him credit where credit is due. He did a good job with his ARV. He's just low on his repairs. And I actually think he got it for a pretty good price. That's the other thing. I got it for a pretty good price. It's just the problem is this deal's in the middle of freaking nowhere. So you guys are going to have that battle sometimes. You guys are going to get deals for a good price, but they're in the middle of nowhere. I don't know if I can find a buyer for this. I'll be honest. It's sort of a shit area. I don't know why. You have to think of it as a fix and flipper. Oh, God, my camera. My bad. Hold on, my camera. It's because I'm wearing a black hoodie. You got to think of it like, why would a fix and flipper come and take the risk of fixing and flipping a house in this market? It's a shit market. But he got it for a really good price. He got it for a really, really good price. I mean, look at this house. This is a piece of shit. Like, this, guys, is a piece of shit. It's actually a really good comp. It's a piece of shit. This piece of shit, guys, sold for 110. So, I mean, I think we almost have to take his deal, even though it's in a terrible market and he estimated repairs wrong. He got it at such a cheap freaking price. So this is called as-is comping. We're not comping based off of what other fixed-up houses are selling for. We're comping based off of other shitbox houses. And this is a pretty clean comp. I mean, there's almost no way that ours is a bad deal. I mean, it's a disgusting house. But for 40K, you got to remember, someone's buying a livable, it's not very livable, but a livable house in Texas for 40K. I mean, this isn't like a bad area in Detroit. This is still Texas near a lake. I don't know, guys. What do you think? What do you guys think? I don't want to take this deal because it's in the middle of nowhere. I'm going to have a hard time finding a buyer, but damn. The leads are currently sold out. But really cool news. Check this out today, guys. This is really sick. So for those of you guys that did sign up for dollar leads, Amanda locked up a deal from a diamond lead today. So she locked up a deal 35% of ARV, which is disgusting, from a diamond lead. And then Caden locked up a deal from a dollar a diamond lead as well today. So that's pretty sick. So we had 2 people today alone get deals from our affordable lead. All right, what's up, Juan? Welcome, buddy. So anyways, I'm stuck on this one, guys. What do you guys think? We got to move on to the next deal. Do we max it or do we pass it? I don't know what that means. That doesn't make any sense. Yes or no? What are we going to vote in the chat? Yeah, I'll comp all your guys' deals after this. At least not all of them, but I'll try. Give us, we're going to be announcing stuff soon. I just got here, so pass. Is pass a yes or a no? Like passing on it, or yeah, it's passed? I don't know, guys. This one's tough. You see what I'm saying? Some of these are just like, man, I'm going to have to throw this into like a final review. This one's interesting, dude. He got it so cheap. The last thing I'm going to do, guys, is I'm going to check his contract to make sure he filled out his contract appropriately. So let's review his contract. This is good practice for everyone. A little bit of a contract learning. So I don't want to give out sensitive information here, but you can see he put the purchase price on the contract, $44,000. He close of escrow is next, over a month from now. So that's good. Earnest money is $200. That's fine. Everything looks legitimate on this contract. Everything looks good. Seller initialed. This is a nice contract. Buyer has advanced seller 1,000, which is evidenced by a properly recorded deed of trust and executed. Whoa, this is strange. The buyer's he's already given this guy $1,000 and put a lien on his house. Weird. Okay. Well, that's strange, but looks good to me. I think we have to help him out now. All right, let's. I think we rip it. You know what, guys? I think this could work as a backup. What could work here is I know a guy named Cody. Cody would very well buy this house for like $50K, I think, and then turn it into a seller finance house. He would sell it in a shitty condition. Okay. Financing it like he's the bank, and someone with really low credit, not a lot of money, maybe they have $5,000 down, would come to him and be like, hey, Cody, can I buy this really shitty house from you? Here's $5,000. Here's $5,000, Cody. All right. And Cody, here's what I'm going to do for you. I'm going to pay you the other $45,000 in monthly payments of, let's say, $500. Here's $500 a month, Mr. Cody. And Cody's getting like 10% interest. So that could really well work. That's called a wrap, or in Hispanic areas, they call that dueño a dueño. So I think I like this one. I hate it, but I like it. All right, on to the next. Let me grab this one. So whoever said Whitney, good job. Good job. Whoever said Whitney, great job. Great job. All right, on to the next. All right, you guys ready to keep going? It may be a challenge to find a buyer, but give it a try. That's what I'm thinking. I think we got to rip it. I think it's going to be a dueño. Dude, we got so many deals. I'm putting out, I think I got like 6 contracts today that we accepted. We got a lot of deals, guys. So, all right, let's keep on going. Is this educational? You guys having fun? Maybe not. You guys learning? Okay, cool. At least if someone's learning. Let me refresh my CRM and let's keep on going. I'm stressed. Yeah, you're about to get more stressed. We're about to add more deals to sell. So we may need to hire more sales agents. So where did that Whitney house go? Hold on, guys. I lost my Whitney house. One second. Let me find my Whitney house before I forget. How did you spell Whitney? I don't even know how we spell Whitney. Bear with me. You guys have any questions in the meantime while I try to find this house again? A lot of you guys are asking, Max, what's this cool CRM that you're using? I'm just using Go High Level. And if you guys want this CRM for literally free, it comes free with X Leads. So if you actually get X Leads, you can use the code 10 off and you guys get this CRM for free. It's really cool. All right. Nice. Let me leave notes on this deal because I'm going to forget. So let's leave notes here real quick, guys. All right. Notes are, I hate the location, but price is dope AF. ARV like 150K and shipbox sold for 110K. I think we must rip it. All right, those are my internal notes to the team. And with all that being said, now we move on to the next deal, guys. Okay. Woo. Oh, I got a surprise. I'm supposed to call a lady and try to get her kicked out of her house. Should we do that later? You guys down for that? All right, we'll do that at the end as a special surprise. All right, let's keep on comping though. Okay, so I got this lead in Florida. So here's the property, guys. Is it land? It's not land. Oh, it's land. Okay, we got a land lead. So the notes from the team. So who's ready to comp land now? Okay, they contracted it for around 10,000. I think it's going to be tight, but let's see. All right, so here we go. So this is the property. Wholesaler contracted it for 10K. Max, how do I know if this is a good deal or not? Well, let's see. I'll show you how to comp land now. So I just showed you how to comp a house. Now let's comp land. Shout out to Todd Jorgensen. Shout out to you, Todd. Whether this is a good deal or not, still shout out to you, buddy. Okay, so here's how we comp land, guys. Again, we throw it on Zillow, we shit screen it. It has passed my shit screening. It's hopefully in a half decent location. If you don't know if it's in a good location, throw it back in the GeoFlipper. This just sort of becomes a bit routine. Guys, I probably do 100 of these a day, so I get pretty freaking good at it. You can too. You just gotta do the work. So this is in the middle of Florida. Market's probably fine. How do we comp it? Well, first we're going to throw it into a free software called Regrid. This is going to show us the parcel map. What's a parcel map, Max? A parcel map sort of shows you what the lot looks like. This is the lot. It's a good lot. This is an infill lot. Max, what's an infill lot? This is rural land. It's a lot of acres out in the middle of nowhere. But if you get a small piece of land that's in between other small pieces of land, typically next to houses, we consider that an infill lot because it's ready to be built on. This lot is ready to be built on. You're just going to have to clear it. Clearing it costs probably 10K or so. Our goal is to try to find another similar lot that is not cleared and see what it's sold for. Zoom, 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 zoom in. So make sure you click the plus button to zoom. All right, now you're going to go to home type. You're going to go to lots land. Let's look at some lots, okay? So this lot somehow sold for 29K. That doesn't make a lot of sense to me, but that's actually super dope for us. All right, that's really dope for us. Which one was our lot? It was one of these. Holy shit, that thing sold for 29K? Damn. Let me look in the last 12 months. Who paid 29K for that? That's crazy. Unfortunately, it wasn't within the last 12 months. We don't have a lot of other comps. If it was just that one comp, I'd consider that good. Unfortunately, there's not a lot of comps out here. Not a lot of people are buying land, which is not a good sign. This one sold for 14K. That's not a good comp. This one sold for 14K. This one's on the water. Yeah, so I don't consider this to be a really good deal. I'm thinking what I'm gathering. Hey, yo, thanks for joining, buddy. Thanks, Gray. Shout out to you, Gray. By the way, guys, check what I got today. The community's doing so well that now when I type, I get a crown. So we're officially a top 1% school group. So yeah, I got a crown now. So shout out to you guys. We are top 1% school group. Okay. Yeah, so you guys see what I'm saying? There's just not a lot of good comps. And the ones on the water, you guys would be comping based off the water. And that's not what you want to do. These are totally different lots. You can't comp a lot over here based off of a water lot. And this one's actually a water lot that sold for 4. And I guess you can do that. That's some nasty water. I don't know about this lot, dude. It's tight. It's tight. Maybe someone would pay. Typically, guys, buyers want like a 5K discount. So if these lots are selling for around 15K, buyers will typically want to scoop them up around 10, and that's what we got it for. Another way to check is to actually look at actives, see what the active lots are stuck at. This one's at 25, but it's bigger. Okay, you got to make sure we match the size. This one's at 14. Well, that one's at 14. This one's at 10. You can see that ours is just not a good deal. It's just not a good deal. All right, does that make sense, guys? Where did the Whitney address get contract made? We accepted it temporarily, not 100% yet. I want to see if I can get a buyer out there, but I'm temporarily going to accept it. Wholesaler got it in the 40s. I hate the location. I think he got it really cheap. We should maybe give him a call. Yeah, we should call the wholesaler. On this one, guys, I don't see this being a deal. So unfortunately, I am going to send this one to the reject list. So we should send the wholesaler a message, thank him for sending the deal over to Max Dispo, but just explain to him that it's not a deal for us. However, he may be able to find a buyer around 12, 13K. He very well could. It's just I have too many deals. I can't. So we're going to shoot him a nice message. Hey, bud, it's Max. This deal is too tight for me. I think it sells around where you locked it up. If you get a reduction, let me know. All right, cool. On to the next. These are good ones, guys, that you guys can try to sell yourself. There's not a lot of money for someone like me and you to get paid. I mean, you sell it for 11 or 12. There's $1,000, $2,000 to share. It's hard for me to say yes when there's $20,000, $30,000 deals, right? That's the problem with these cheap lots. So let's take that one to the reject list. Where's the reject list? There is the reject list. All right. Cool. Cool. We're learning, guys. So we just comped the house. We just comped the lot. All right. We're doing pretty good. All right. We're doing pretty good. What should we look at now? What's this one? Okay. We got a property in Missouri. What's Missouri? Missouri is one of those non-disclosure states that I told you about in the beginning. You remember, guys? Check this out. See how Missouri is one of those non-disclosure states? You got to learn what states are non-disclosure states or not. Max, how do I learn this shit? Luckily for you guys, we just dropped the AI. Who here has been using the How to Wholesale AI? I'm just curious. It's going to be available for everyone at the end of this week. I want to know if anyone here has been using it. Okay. So you just plug in an address. Is this a non-disclosure state? This AI is trained on pretty much anything and everything I've ever said, wholesaling related. And it should know a thing or two about wholesaling. Oh, this is Mississippi, not Missouri. See, it's smarter than me. I thought this was Missouri. And it's a non-disclosure state anyways. So anyways, it's trained on anything and everything. So it's available for annual members right now. So if you are an annual member inside of Wholesalers Academy, go create an account and sign up. You have to use your same email that you're using school to access it. If not, it's going to be available for all you guys soon. I'm just trying to get feedback and test it before I drop it for everyone. So anyways, we'll have this open and ready to go. So it's a non-disclosure state, even though it's Mississippi and not Missouri. Let's plug it in. Let's see what we get. Here is our gorgeous house. Oof. It's a beaut. It's an absolute beaut. So what are the numbers on this? So shout out to Erol. Erol got this property for $40,000. Is $40,000 a good deal or not? Well, let's see. So I'm going to check their contract first. Make sure their contract's legitimate. Make sure they got a good contract. The contract looks good. Contract looks good. He got it for $40K. So that's all good. Contract looks good. So let's see. Erol thinks that the deal has a 90,000 ARV and only 5K in repairs. Why do I feel like this is cap? I think Erol is wrong about this and wrong about this. My guess, I haven't even looked at it yet. My guess is that repairs is probably going to be like 40K and ARV is probably going to be like a 140. But let's see. I could be so wrong. Maybe 120. I don't know. But these numbers make no sense. Guys, you can't repair anything for 5K. So let's look at the pictures. 5,000, you can't repair anything unless it's been remodeled. If it's been remodeled, Erol is 100% right. Okay. I admit when a man is wrong. The man was wrong. The property was, oh God, no, don't call that remodeled. Okay. This is a common issue, guys, where you guys will say, hey, the property doesn't need any work. It's ready to rent. Yeah, it's ready to rent, but that does not make it ready to be worth 90,000 or 140,000 fixed up. There's a difference between rent ARV and full ARV. That's what we call it, full ARV. This property is ready to be rented. So for 40K, it actually looks like a pretty good deal. But that does not make it the ARV, right? $5,000 into this property does not make it worth the ARV. $5,000 in a property just makes it ready for rent. Like this house I'm in, guys. $5,000 into it? Well, I can rent it. That doesn't mean it's going to be worth $500,000. No, if I want to make it worth $500,000, probably got to put 50K into it. You see the difference? All right. So let's still comp this property. What's your question, bro? How to comp a rental. So that's what we're going to do right now. So I already showed you guys how to comp a house deal. I already showed you guys how to comp a land deal. Now I'm going to show you guys how to comp a rental, because this property is a perfect rental. What's up? This is actually, I didn't even stage this. This is just going too well. We got one house, one land deal, and now one rental. This is gorgeous. What questions do you guys have? Do I need a contractor once I get them under contract because that's a long drive? No, you don't need a contractor. Nate, you got a few options. One, guys, how do we get pictures of a house? Well, the first thing we do is we have Olivia take note. Take note, Olivia. Take note. Add that to the course. How do we get pictures of a house? I can think of a few ways. Give me some, Nate. Give me some ways, guys. How do we get pictures of the house? We just got a property under contract. How do we get the pictures? Because we can't sell a deal without pictures. I mean, technically we can. Olivia, did you just sell a house and make $15,000 and you never had pictures? Did you just do that? Is that true? Or are you Cap? I'm Captain. Are you Cap? Or did you just make $15,000 selling a house without pictures? Dun, 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 dun. Dun, dun, duh, duh, duh. Oh, never mind. Okay. Never mind. She had the pictures, but she sold it sight unseen. Okay, that wasn't a good comparison. There are times, guys, where we can sell properties without pictures. Super rare. Super rare. The property needs to be so cheap. So really 99.9% of the time, we're going to need pictures, okay? So how do we get pictures? All right, you guys, ask the owner. That's the easiest one. Guys, enter the buyer mindset. You're buying a property. If you were actually buying a house, wouldn't you be like, cool, yeah, I'm really you're buying a car. There's a guy on Facebook selling you a car. He just says, hey, I got a car. What would your next question be after the price? Hey, how much? $6,000. Cool. Do you have pictures? It's no fucking different with wholesale. You guys are scared to ask the fucking buyer to take pictures for you. Okay, thank you for agreeing to the $70,000. Here's the agreement. I don't ask for pictures before sometimes the agreement. Okay, you guys will learn why. I don't want to. I want the contract signed. I can always renegotiate the contract later. If the seller told me it looked one way when it actually looks the other way, then we figure that out later. I don't ever intrude on getting a contract signed. Getting a contract signed is like my number one mission. After that, I ask for pictures. I do all that shit. Okay. So we ask the buyer, hey, big boy buyer, send me pictures. Okay, cool. Buyer's not there. Buyer's handicapped. Buyer's this, buyer's that. What do we do now? That's option one. You ask the buyer. Option two, you hire someone. So there's a bunch of companies. You got to pay them like $200, $300. They'll go take pictures. Okay. That may have to happen. It's going to be out-of-pocket expense. $100, $200, $300. Another option. This one's really easy option. This property's in Mississippi. Who do we have inside the academy that lives in Mississippi? If there's anyone in there, I feel really bad for them. Fuck, I don't even know where Mississippi is. Where's Mississippi, guys? Is it somewhere here? Is this Mississippi? I actually don't even know where the fuck Mississippi is. But you guys see the point. You guys can always ask someone else to go get the pictures. I do that to you guys all the time. I paid one of you guys $100 recently to go take pictures of this terrible house in New York. I said, hey, here's $100 and I bought you lunch. Win-win, except the house was trash and I lost my money. It happens. Okay? All right, yeah, there you go. You paid $150. Your third option, and this is actually pretty crazy, sometimes I have my buyers take the pictures. I send one of my buyers out there and I say, hey, yo, you snap me a few pictures, and they do it. There you go. Anyways, where were we? Got distracted. Let's comp this rental. The coffee's kicking in. You can tell I'm vibing. All right, so back to this property. 40 grand. Actually, my mind is still blown by this. 40 grand for this house. It's pretty nice. I'm a little confused by the notes. He's saying something about there's a second property. Am I getting two houses for 40K? I don't really believe it. But anyway, around it, let's just comp this property. I don't know what's going on with the notes. So here we go. We pull it up. And again, this may be what houses are worth out there. We zoom on in. Can we find another Okay, again, here's our house. We got to figure out what our subject property is. Now I'm going to show you how to comp for a rental. Now you're going to be surprised. Like, Max, aren't you comping right now for a fix and flip? Exactly. Half of comping for a rental is literally comping the same way as you do a fix and flip. This wasn't our house. Wait, hold on. Where did our house go? One second. Because, guys, fix and flip, if rental buyers are no different than fix and flip buyers. They still want to get a deal. So they're still going to look at the house and say, hey, am I getting it below market value? That's the first thing they want. Let's see. Okay, so it looks like it rents for around $900. Okay, that gives you some info. So in a good market, guys, you want to look for a 1% rule in a good market. Now, Mississippi is the furthest thing from a good market. Mississippi is not a good market. So journal. I'm going to show you guys a little journal here. There you go. Let me draw this out for you guys. All right. So here's how we journal this. In a good market, I'd say a Dallas, Fort Worth. If a property rents for $900, well, let me just re-explain that. Nothing rents for $900 in Dallas, Fort Worth. So said again, if a property rents for $2,000 and you can get the property for $200,000, that's a pretty good deal. Depending on repairs and stuff, right? But this is what a 1% rule is. You take the rent and you times it by 100. Or said another way, you take the purchase price, the PP, and you take 1% of the PP. So there's your percentage. You're taking 1% of the PP. 1% of PP makes an investor very happy. But in a bad market, they don't want a 1% PP. They want a bigger PP. They want probably a 2% PP minimum. I mean, to put me out in Mississippi, you're going to have to give me probably a 2 to 3% PP, right? So the fact that the property rents for $900, a 2% PP would be that the house is worth $45K. That's a 2% PP. Okay. And I think I'm doing my math right. So was that a half? Anyways, you guys get the point. Okay. So it seems like it aligns properly. So it seems like 40K is probably around the right price based off of just a rent. So I showed you guys how you look at rents. Okay. Just from a rental basis for investors out there, this seems pretty standard. I don't think this is a great deal. Now we can comp it. Then we also look at it the other way. What are other properties like this selling for? So we do as is comping. This one sold for 30. This one sold for 60. It's hard to say. They're not showing me pictures. Struggle. They're not showing me the pictures of the house. So I don't know if it's a great deal or not. They're not showing me pictures. So that's when we can start to look at actives. Okay. Here's an active for 70. That house is nicer than ours. This house is 100% nicer than ours. Okay. And this one's on the market for 70 for 300 days. God damn. No one wants the houses out here. So it's blighted. It's Mississippi. They don't have education out there. They don't know how to comp out there. I don't even know if they know how to read out there. So they don't know how to read. They don't know how to comp, and investors aren't buying properties. So you guys can see it's a tough one, man. It's trying to find a good comp. So you have to click around, but you guys can see it's like I thought this was going to be a great deal, but heavens me. Properties out there aren't worth shit. You're telling me I bought this thing for 40? That's criminal. That's criminal. How is this 40? So I don't think there's much out there. You live in Hickman County, Tennessee. It has to be better than this. So I'm going to click around until I find some more information. This one's 60. This house is pretty. This is actually not that bad. And this one's 60. Now, is it, ours at 40 is probably not a bad deal. It's probably worth 45K. Do I want to waste my time to dispo something to maybe make 5K? Probably not. But that doesn't mean it's not a good deal for you guys. It's just not worth my time. But a buyer may pay 45 or 50 for something like this. He really may. I don't know. It's like, if I had the right buyer, I would just call him up and see. But I don't really got the right buyer for fucking right outside of Jackson, Mississippi. Oh, this house is pink. That one someone paid 33. So I actually think someone would maybe pay close to 50 for this little beaut of a house we got here. I wish you guys would have got a little bit cheaper. Ooh, so I'm going to shoot the wholesaler message and say, hey man, if I can get this at 35, I think I'd rip. So let me, you know what, let's try to call E-Roll, because E-Roll did a really good job on this one. I'm just curious if you can get a little bit cheaper. So let's call E-Roll. All right, I'm going to share my audio so you guys can listen to my conversation with E-Roll if he answers. If he does, I'll share my audio. If he wants to be on YouTube, obviously. Respect his privacy. All right, let's see if he answers. I just think that property is just a tad. It's close. I E-Roll a quick little text and be like, yo, E-Roll. Yo, E-Roll. It's Max. Call me about your deal. Okay. Is it 2 properties? Anyways, can we get this for 35K by chance? I think it sells around 40 to 45K. Now you can imagine the pain. I'm not complaining about my life. I got a good life. But guys, right now in the CRM, we just got sent 8 more deals. Then we got 2 more deals. So that's 10, 12. We got 30 that didn't pass our first review. So we got 12 that we need to comp. We got 30 that we need to double check. I have 10 in final review. We got like 60 properties. We're only 3 deep and we're 40 minutes into this. Oh my God. It's going to be a long night. Let's go and let's do another one. Is this making sense though? All right. The last thing, before we comp another one, I'm supposed to call a lady. This lady has a property. Well, she doesn't actually have the property. Her husband owns the property, supposedly. And they're divorced or they're broken up. I think it's more of it's a breakup. And she don't want to leave. And it's a sub 2 that I may consider buying myself. But she needs to get the F out. So I'm going to call her right now and see if I can convince her to get the F out. So this is going to be interesting. Let me give this lady a little dial. Supposedly she hates her ex-boyfriend and she don't want to leave. So I'm going to act like I hate her ex-boyfriend and she needs to leave to help me. Okay. So let's try to find her number here. I'm gonna give her a little dial. So this is a sub 2 deal, guys. We're gonna take over her mortgage, or his mortgage, I should say. They have like a 3.5% interest rate, but we're dealing with a squatter. And these squatter situations, you gotta have a little bit of an expertise on these. I've done my fair share of squatter deals, and they're always fun. But typically, guys, they can be resolved with a few calls and a little bit of moolah. So you got to slide her maybe $500 or a little grand to get the heck out of the house. So let me try to find her number here. It's a little bit hard to find her number. So it's who sent this to me? It was Carrie. Bear with me. All right, yeah, this is gonna be fun. Let's see if she answers. I've been busy. I haven't been able to call. All right, sorry. I'm trying to find I got sent all the sellers or ladies' information, and it's in my DM. So. Again, not complaining about my life, not what I'm doing here, but I get about 600 DMs a day. Not complaining at all. So I'm just trying to find it in the sea of DMs that I get. So just chill out, talk amongst yourselves, just relax as I try to look for the DM by Carrie. This may take a little bit. Oh my God, there's so many DMs. There's so many DMs. By the way, real quick, guys, I will just point it out, just to let you guys know. Oh, found it. Just letting you guys know that a lot of you guys are being kicked from the school group. Max, you're kicking us? I am not. Your bank is. Just putting it out there. I'm not going to say names. None of my business. A lot of you guys, make sure to check your credit card. You guys are getting declined. So there's like over 100 of you that your credit card got declined. So it could be you. Go to school, check your payments. Okay? Because if you get declined and you get kicked out, the prices are going up. So you're going to be paying a higher price for the same thing. Just putting it out there. So just make the note to self check. All right, I got it. Let's call this lady. So the property is on Munford. It's in Munford, Tennessee. It's a sub 2, 3.5% interest rate. She's got a loan, or not, I keep saying she when it's not she. He's got a loan of 181K. I think the house is worth maybe 200-ish, somewhere in that range. So there's not a lot of equity, but I think I can get this for a very low amount. I'm going to try to buy this house for about 5K. We'll see if I can do it. 5 to 10K. Yeah, I mean, I'm not kicking you guys, but yeah, even some of you annual members' cards are getting declined. So you should check. So I'm gonna see if I can get this lady out of the house. It's not good for a cash deal, but they have a really low interest rate and it's a low equity deal. So we're gonna call Alice. We're gonna be very respectful. So let's call Alice right now. Property on Maddie Ann. We're going to say that I'm the guy. So how do we deal with the squatter situation, guys? Well, here, just watch and learn. Let's hopefully she answers. I don't really got a plan. I'm just going to go in this balls to the wall. You got to treat them with respect and dignity. Okay. You want to befriend the squatter. You don't want to be the enemy to the squatter. You be the bad guy later. We're going to approach with some sugar first. And then if it don't work, then we go vinegar. Okay. Let's be honey right now.
Hi, if you record your name and reason for calling, I'll see if this person is available.
Max, the guy buying the house that you're living in. I was going to say the address, but I can't say the address on YouTube.
Thanks, Max. Please stay on the line.
Let's fucking go.
I'm sorry, this person is not available. If you would like to leave an additional message, please reply after the tone.
Hey, this is Alice. My name is Max. I'm the individual buying the property. I understand that you're currently residing in the property. Just want to see how I can best accommodate your needs. Feel free to give me a call. Would love to resolve this and just try to do what's best for you. So yeah, just give me a call. Want to see what we can possibly work out and see how we can best accommodate your situation. So I'm available. Call or text me at this number. If I don't answer, I'll get right back to you. Would like to get this done now before we have to go a different way. Thanks. Now I'm going to shoot her text. Max, why don't you just walk into the property and kick her out? And you can't do that. Can't do that anymore. It's 2025. Fluid is gender and home ownership is fluid. And unfortunately, squatters' rights. The easiest recourse, guys, is cash for keys. It's just giving them some cash and getting them the hell out. So I am going to leave her a text message. Hey, Alice, my name is Max. You know what? Call me back. Thanks. Cool. How does annual... Dude, I don't know. I think annual is probably mostly fine. I just saw a couple, which didn't make sense. You know what? Let me double check. I'm freaking you guys out. You guys are fine. Your annual members are probably fine. You know what? Here, you guys really want me to check? We're about to switch over to school here in 5 minutes. So everyone, guys, we're going to switch over to school here. Canceling. Let's get declined. I thought I saw one. Maybe I was wrong. Maybe, hey, you know what? I'm a man that makes mistakes. Maybe I saw one guy whose purchase didn't go through or something because of Black Friday. Hell do I know. Don't worry about it if you're annual, okay? I'm a man that makes mistakes. Don't worry about it if you're annual. If you're annual, the only thing you need to worry about is using that AI right now. Go use that AI. Okay, guys. So we're gonna branch off into the after hours live stream here in 4 minutes. Okay. I'll go drag her out if you want me to. You see, nope, that's against the squatter's rights. We can't legally do that. Tisk tisk. Can't do that. Got to treat them with dignity, respect, and a little bit of cash. Okay. Now, if you're in the middle of the country, now Munford is a little bit of Hicksville, but unfortunately, it's not Hicksville enough. Or fortunately, depending if you're the squatter. If it was really Hicksville, then I wouldn't say anything about what you're doing. Right? Right, you know what I'm saying? Can you show me the 10 commandments inside the academy? Maybe you should go inside the academy and see them. Just putting it out there. So yeah, directly your home's solution. I'm redoing all the courses inside the academy. I already redid the contract courses. All of these are going to be redone this month. And I'm redoing the entire underwriting course. It's going to be absolutely freaking insane. So new Classroom 2.0 is dropping, guys. We are going to be teaching about the intro to wholesaling is absolutely going to be stacked. That's sick. Just a good guide to get you started. Acquisitions is going to be awesome. I'm actually been talking with my boy RJ. Just saying, talking to my boy RJ. I'm going to do a closers class in here. And if you guys want like a higher level closers training, highly recommend joining TU, but we'll explain that inside of here. And we're going to teach you cold calling. I will teach you text blasting. I will teach you Zillow. I will teach you government lists. I'm going to teach you door knocking. I'm going to teach you drive for dollars. Even we're going to drop a scale your business video. So all of that's coming out in the new class. Underwriting course is being completely redone. You want to see those 10 commandments? Got to get in here. There's a lot in here, guys. So this is stacked. So then some other things, obviously creative finance is being redone, and I'm redoing the land flipping course, really adding a lot to the land flipping course. What's really cool is we're doing a PPC mastery. So for you guys that are high level, you guys have a high budget, $5,000, $10,000, $20,000 a month, you're a big roller, you want to move into PPC. This teaches you actually how to run a PPC campaign. Higher level. For 99% of you, this does not apply. But if it does apply to you, you're going to find this really valuable. Some people would pay $10,000 for this course. You're going to get it for free in here. Bird dog course is coming out soon. You guys are going to love that. Get deals without talking to buyers, without talking to sellers. Just get deals. So easy. I'm going to do a new brand course. So something I'm really passionate about is actually a brand. So I think a lot of you guys are losing deals because you don't have not just an LLC, but you don't have a nice website. You don't have a nice business card. You don't appear like you're a legitimate buyer. How can you, with a very, very small budget, a couple $100, look like you're $1 million company? That's what I'm going to teach you inside the brand course. That's something I'm just super, super passionate about. A scale course is going to come out next year. Novations course is going to come out in February. And the thing is, guys, as I keep dropping these courses, I just keep raising the price. So all of these courses are going to drop hopefully here in December, and then these are going to trickle in. And then you obviously got all the recordings and stuff in here. So, then Ty is working on a government list masterclass course. And there may or may not be a full door knocking course standalone coming out soon too. Yeah, the 10 commandments around underwriting. So what you can do, Adriano, by the way, if you don't see something, that means it's going to drop in like the next 30 days in the new classroom. But here's a little hack a lot of you guys don't know. Go to the search bar. So here, go to classroom, then go to the search bar and just search whatever you want. So if I search 10, you can see, 10 commandments, done. And it takes you right there. Did you guys know that? Did you guys know that? No, you guys probably didn't know that because you don't watch my secret classroom hack. Y'all piss me off. Probably didn't know you could do that. You know what else you can do? You know what else you can do? This is even way cooler. You want to know what else you can do? You just go to how to wholesale. Where the hell is it? How to wholesale AI. What are the 10 commandments? And you just ask AI. This is an AI that's trained on anything and everything I've ever said. Like I said, probably could have charged a lot of money for it. I decided not to. How the fuck is that question outside your wheelhouse? Did I not train it on the 10 Did I not train on the 10 commandments yet? Oh, because that's probably in Classroom 2.0. I haven't trained it on Classroom 2.0 stuff. 10 rules to comp. Maybe I named it something different. Let's see. I have to train it on the new material. I just haven't trained on the material because I want it to be a surprise to you guys. Well, you have a divorce leads course. I should do divorce a divorce course. No, not a divorce. Divorce leads is like anything else. It's just a lead. You just pull that list. So just go pull that list. Now, pulling that list is actually a process in itself. So maybe if you wanted to. Yeah, my subscription is $20 a month. Is it going to stay that way? It never goes up. Great question, David. If I raise the prices to $1 million, you lock in at 20. Your price never goes up. So that's why it's like, I'm not saying this is like buying Bitcoin at $2. I'm not saying that, but just saying, not financial advice. The guys that bought in at $15, it's already $20. The guys that bought in at $20, it's going to $25. The guys that bought in at $25, then it's going to go to 30. And if you added at 15 and everyone else is paying 30, that's pretty cool, right? Right. I'm just saying. All right. So anyways, I got to train on the 10 commandments. There we go. So by the way, just real quick, this is a community effort. This is a community. I don't own this. I guess technically I own this community, but this is a community. So if we see something that's missing, bug, brief issue, 10 commandments, you just shoot me a message. Max, AI is not trained on 10 commandments. Then I know, holy crap, I got to train it on that. I'm not perfect. So just let me know next time. By the way, last thing I will say, the AI is sick. I want you guys to use it because this is going to be really sick. The next big project we're releasing a lot of mini projects. We're releasing a video game. I don't know if you guys know about that. We're releasing a video game. We're releasing an underwriting video game. Drum roll. I was going to talk about something else, but I feel like this. Okay. The big project is coming in January. Just saying. January, February. But the cool project you guys are going to like. You guys ready? Drum roll. Comp Quest. Yeah, we're releasing a comping video game. So everything I just taught you today, guys, we're going to put that in video game format, and you guys can play a comping video game. It's going to start out really basic, but we're going to keep adding to it over time. So yeah, it should make comping more fun because this is boring. Okay, I'm distracted. To the school. All right, guys. So head on over to school now. Click Wholesalers After Hours. So click right there. This will pop up. What up? Now you guys can actually talk to me because that was boring. I was talking to myself. All right, here you go, guys. I'll shoot you the link. If you guys want to join the school call, this is the link. If you guys need to join the school, you guys got to join the school to get in, okay? So here you go. Come and hang out. Now I will comp your deals. Okay. Who here wants me to comp their deal? Put it in the chat. I know how this is going to be. You guys just want me to comp your deals. I have 60 deals to comp tonight. I comped 3. I'm going to die. You got a deal? Oh, drop the address. Drop the address. Guys, Nick's got a hot lead. He's got a hot lead. Let's go, Nick. All right. Send me the deets. Send me the deets. If you guys are on YouTube and you're like, guys, I can't hear everyone else. That's because sucks for you. You should be in school. Sucks for you. Okay, you dropped me the Addy. Ooh, it's in Cali? It's in, I thought it's in Woodland Hills. It's in Woodland Hills? What's Woodlane Hills? Is that not Woodland Hills? No, it's Woodland Hills. Ask me how I know. I used to hang out with the Kardashians in Woodland Hills. No, okay, I didn't, but I used to play soccer out in Woodland Hills. Yeah, I used to play soccer out in Woodland Hills. I didn't grow up far away from this neighborhood. So what can you get this little sexy house for? Okay. Okay. And if you guys are like, Max, I can't hear. Sucks for you. Join the school group. So if you guys want to hear, join school. Okay. Okay. So you're saying she wants to run. And condition wise, is it like grandma's or is it like HGTV? Okay. 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 Sounds good. You know what? Fine. I feel bad for everyone that isn't in here. So let me share the audio so you guys can join in on this. Okay. All right. There you go. Okay. Okay. So it needs to be so much cheaper. What did you get for the ARV, Nick?
1169, 1,169,000.
What do you think repairs is?
I maxed it out. I used your little picture thing and said I did it's 1,500 square feet. I did abandonship at 70.
Yep.
I looked up the pool resurfacing is probably we got 10 to 15 new roofs. So I did 90.
Nice. That's
and when I put it in a low ball with my ARV,
yep.
I looked, I actually had a higher ARV, but I dropped it down a little bit and it's staying about 846.
Okay. I was going to say high sevens, low eights. So you're not too far off. Okay. So I see why you're interested here. Let's comp this one. So
she's willing to take time, but she doesn't really want to deal with the agent and it being on market and all that. So obviously, I think I can.
What's the motivation?
Take some? Huh?
What's the motivation?
I think her son just moved to Europe, so that she's got no one here. She's from Mexico. So she's going to move down and use this money to live in Mexico with her mom because she's sick. And then when her mom passes away, she's going to go live by her son in Europe. And she's going to use this money to do it.
Okay. She owns it free and clear?
Yep.
Damn.
Which I was very, very impressed with that.
Damn, she got that buku bucks. Okay. So yeah. She's about to get a lot of money.
Yep.
Let's find a good comp.
Yeah, so I had it up. I did Zillow only in that little neighborhood.
Look, her house is on the freeway. Did you know that?
Well, it's on a street that's right off the freeway.
I mean, it's on the fucking freeway. I mean, I could be driving and I could crash into her house from the freeway. So, I mean, did you comp based off of houses here or did you comp based off of houses here? Because I'm going to tell you right now, the houses here are going to be worth a lot less than the houses here.
I'm not seeing if you're showing.
Oh, my bad. I'm showing on the wrong street. My fault. All right, guys, if you're on school, I'm going to kick you guys out. Not school, YouTube. But you see what I'm saying? Her house is dead ass like that. Like that shit, you said, I mean, that's on the free. So you see what I'm saying? Like that hurts the value. So just want to make sure we're on the same page here. These houses are going to be worth more than these houses. No one wants to back.
Yes, the house up the street on that same street that sold for $926, but it was 1,200 square feet, so it's 300 less.
Still not on the freeway. Here.
I mean, that's pretty much on
the freeway. It doesn't work that way. Doesn't work. You can't cheat it. You can't choose where your house. You can't make exceptions.
Oh, because it's the other side of the street. I see what you're
saying.
The
house backs onto the freeway. Like your house is backing onto the street physically, whereas the other one's not. In meeting. So no, we don't get to. So you got to use that as your leverage. That's not a bad thing. The point is, you gotta. Oh, what? We gotta be recording this. No one here reminded me to.
That's
record.
What I said.
No, you didn't say it.
I literally yelled. I literally said it.
You did not say it loud enough, Ty.
Literally
Yeah,
said,
Ty,
"Are we
you got
recording?"
muted for like a split second, dude. I didn't even hear what you said.
Oh, I see.
That's
No
the-
one heard you. Okay, I think we banned Ty. Let me ban Ty. No, I'm kidding. All right.
No, we need them government lists. Keep them around until that's.
We need them government lists. All right. So, okay. So let me record this here. All right. I always forget to record these. Okay. What is up, school group? This is White Boy 7th Street. So, guys, my boy Nick got this property in California. Seller wants around 900K. He thinks ARV is 1.1 to 1.2 million, needs about 100K of work, but he's thinking about coming in with an offer in like the low to mid 800s. The issue is this house. Oh, someone's talking. Just mute someone. Issue is, guys, this property is on a freeway. So unless you're, I don't know. I don't even know why anyone would want a house on a freeway. I don't know. I can't even think of one benefit. All right, I'm going to turn off YouTube. See you, YouTube. Bye, guys. Join the school group. Here's the link to join the school group. Last time I want to say it. So if you guys want to come chill, here's the link. Boom. Bye. See you guys. School group now. Bye.
Peace.
Peace.